to throw some hundreds. And that whole life that you run from, baby girl, keep running. Keep running. It's pressure with me. It's precious to me. I got my anchor out. I'm locked in your seat. You know you're my baby now. You're special to me. About your time, about your diamonds, you can keep the receipt. I got you down, I got you loose, I guess you owe it to me.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Orlando Magic. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set to bring you the action as round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. You take a look at the Celtics, and in Game 1, they handled their business at home. This team is hoping to go up 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think Game 2s are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
Now here's Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Outside White. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Suggs with a screen on Tatum to the paint. Banked it in off the glass.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
White on the wing, guarded by Bane. Here's Queta, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Wagner outside. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back over to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pritchard against Suggs. Wagner for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Pass to Brown. Here's Queta. He's checked by Carter. Queta no good. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Suggs. From deep, Banchero. Offensive board. From deep, Bane. Good work defensively by White.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Suggs. And he banks in the layup. Suggs has got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
The kick to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Bain, pass to Banchero. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Queta, pass to Brown. Now Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Inside with the 10-footer. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Wagner against Brown. 13 feet out. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in.
Number 0, Anthony Black.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. Bain, the pass to Wagner. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on White. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Carter. Pass to Bain. The 3. Boston pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Outside Bain. Now here's Wagner. From deep, Banchero. Orlando again missing. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Tatum can't hit. Orlando trailing here. Down low. Carter. And rejected. Tatum passes to Brown. From outside the arc. And Tatum with the basket. On the assist by White. Tatum's got 7 points. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Got a line change here for Boston. And a change for the Magic. De Silva's checked in for Franz Wagner. .152 left to play in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Banchero outside to halt the run. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
On the wing, Hauser. Pass to Shireman. Here's Mina. Here's Garza. And here's Simons. Black defending. From behind the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Magic trail by 5. Bain surveying the D. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Bain. He's covered closely. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Here's Mina, guarded by Banchero. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Here's Banchero. Mina pulls it in.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Pass to to Hauser. Simons, right side, fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Carter, the pass to Bain. From the arc. The shot misses. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston out in front, up 9. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Mo Wagner is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Anthony Black. Then there's Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 3.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now Hauser. And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. That's on Goga Bitadze.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
What's up? One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Magic trail by 11. Here's Wagner. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Now, you love the opportunity by Franz Wagner to get out in transition, find success with an easy one.
To the inside. Here's Hauser. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hauser's got his second bucket on the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic shooting around 44%. Not bad. Wagner outside. Wagner, the pass to Black. And a miss there on the triple. Boston leading by 11. Inside, here's Hauser. Soft touch off the glass. Hauser's got his third bucket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Suggs is checked in for Wagner.
Orlando substitution, number 4, Jalen Suggs.
Pass to De Silva. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Black. Fires in the triple.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Orlando. So it's Boston now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. There's Tatum with the three. Again, the miss by Boston. Magic trail by 10. Here's Suggs. Wagner outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot, Mr. Wagner.
Now here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. Kick out to Brown. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Batase.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Suggs, the pass to Batase. And the bucket is good. Now just a 5-point Boston lead.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Brown. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Tatum missing. Here's Orlando. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Pass to De Silva. On the wing, Bain. Defended by Brown. From 9 feet out. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Bain's got his second basket of the game.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Brown inside, guarded by Bain. Here's Hauser, kick out to Brown. Over Bain. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. The game now all tied up. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Now, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Boston with some changes. Cata's checked in for Minot. White comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Now here's Tatum. He's got 7. Here's Queta. It's rebounded by Banchero. To the paint. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And what a jam by Bain, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
You've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. Suggs finds Banchero. Takes a three. Suggs, no good. It's stolen by Batase. Pass to Banchero. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
White on the wing. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown. Fires for three. Rebounded by Suggs.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Banchero outside. Batase a screen on Brown. That's good from Batase on the assist from Banchero. And now it's a 4-point Magic lead. 1:14 left to play in the half. Boston has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Tatum from long range, and that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Here's Banchero, the three from Suggs. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Pritchard gets it to go.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now here's Banchero. 6 points for him. Step pulls it in. Keita's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, here's Brown. The kick out to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Keita. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Pass to White. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Tatum from long range. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Boston Celtics.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Franz Wagner has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Keita in at the center position. That's the Boston 5.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Tatum. Tries again. Keita gets the bucket. Keita's got 8.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. You talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Yeah, showing off the range there, Banchero continues to look more and more dangerous from deep.
Pass to White. Tatum looking it over. Over Banchero. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 12.
Yeah, Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
The 3 from Suggs. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 4 assists in the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's Brown on the wing. And the 3 off target. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 1. That one's good for 2.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Bain, the pass to Banchero. Let's go with a 3. And there's Bain. That one's good. The assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 5 assists tonight. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Now here's White. He has 6, and it's good for 2.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his drill, no problem.
Suggs surveys the D. There's a screen. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Off the mark there with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. On the wing, Suggs. 4-3. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Here's Tatum. And it's Bane with the rebound. Orlando has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Wagner on the wing. Another miss by Orlando. The Celtics have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Black. Wagner outside. Banchero outside. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Garza's checked in for Boston. Anthony Simons comes in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 4. Outside White. Pass to Simons. Outside Brown. This one for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Wagner. 13 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. And it's Wagner missing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Out to Simons. Right side White. Cuts off the pass. To the inside. Here's Bane. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Tatum against Banchero. Pass to Black. Wagner outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Bataze comes in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Desmond Bane. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Good. Bataze's got 6.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring. A defensive lapse. Can't give them that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of this comfort zone.
Now here's Wagner. 13 points in the game. Fires high post. Gonzalez pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Orlando making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one drops. He ties it up. And the Celtics making a change here. Boucher's checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Franz Wagner so fundamentally sound. This guy's so clever, plays with a ton of energy.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Why not? Yes, it's good.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Goga Bitadze is out there with Mo Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward.
Defense trying to get physical with Mo Wagner, and he says, I'll power right through that contest. That is nicely done.
Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot by Garza, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Count it. And it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Simons outside. Oh, it's stolen. And they're running. Suggs with the bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Brown. Bowser outside. Back to Brown. Looking to get back on track. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
How about the up fake for Jaylen Brown? This guy's so convincing with it.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Simons outside. And he dunks it down.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Takes a step back. Suggs, the pass to Bain. He buries it from 3. Bain's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Brown finds Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Magic leading by 3. Here's Bain. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brown with some nice D. And stolen by Suggs. Outside Bain. Pass to Wagner. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatus checked in for Minot. White comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. Then for Orlando, Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. And Wagner subbed in for De Silva. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now an update on Anthony Black from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report for the Badgers head up on the strain. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. Wagner with the rebound. Outside Bain.
And not many guards are built like Bain. He's excellent shooting it from deep, but also has the ability to defend at a high level.
Shooting for Orlando, Desmond Bain.
And the second free throw is good.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Now White. Here's Keita. White outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Takes a 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Payne outside. Suggs with a screen on White. Payne can't get the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Banchero against Tatum. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Banchero outside. Suggs outside. Outside Banchero. No good from 3. Boston leading by 3. Here's a pass to Tatum. And Tatum flying in for the fast break delivery.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Payne outside. Here's Banchero. Fires the 3. Cleared away by White.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Brown on the wing. On the wing, Tatum. Carter rips down the board.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Bain! Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And so they choose to intentionally foul. White. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Orlando calls timeout. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
So they're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Payne driving in, lays it in easily.
He's got the G. Bane looking steady in crunch time.
And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Yes, sir, with the three.
That's money in the bank for Tatum. Easy to see why he takes so many threes.
Tatum fires, and yes, sir, matching three-pointers. Wow! And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.